know I made some mistakes, throughout. We did some good things, but, at the end of the day, we fell short. So, there's some things I think that, we can improve upon, obviously, and we will. And, we don't have a lot of time because we got this quick turnaround. So, credit to Tennessee. They were able to make some plays, and at the end of the day, we weren't able to make a play to get us over the top or stop a play. So that's where we are.
Thanks, Coach. All right, let's start with Hayes and then Gary Smits.
Doug, how did you see Miles's coverage on the PI from your vantage point and any replay you saw?
They told me that it was a hold, that when the ball went in the air, it turned into a defensive pass interference. I couldn't see early on in the route, and I had a bad view of it from where I was. But, the back judge should have a great view of it. So.
And what did you learn about your team today?
That's just I know this team. I feel, like I said, I feel close to this team. So, I think I look at this game as I know the things that, we've all got to do a better job of, that we can really help them out. And, they can, we could all come together, coaches and players, and, work our butts off and play football and make plays that, we're able to win games. I think that's what's going on. I think, as far as all the other stuff, all the cliches that, you might want to say, hey, they came back, they worked hard. I never question that from this team. I really don't. So, the unselfishness that they have, this doesn't matter. They're trying to celebrate with each other and trying to get somebody to make a play every time. So, like I said, we've got to just clean a couple things up and, want a quick turnaround.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Hayes. Let's go to Gary and then Jamal.
Yeah, Doug, could you walk us through what the intention was on Josh's squib kick at the end of the first half and what he might have told you or Joe on the sideline?
I didn't see him on the sideline, because I was more concerned about how we're going to manage, the defense and knowing that, they got great field position. But, there's a lot of things, there's going to be a desperate play at the end. There's going to be, there's a lot of things that can go on. And we just felt comfortable during the week that, we have it in every week where we just power kick it through. And, we knew we were going to power kick it, which way we were going to go. And, there's distance between those two players, and, he's got to get in between it. He's a guy that works his butt off. We have confidence in him, and it's just, one of those things that, it just wasn't executed right. It wasn't, trying to make something happen or anything like that. He just didn't get into the right area.
Okay. And give us a quick comment on James Robinson. He really, that second half, he was really a spark for you guys.
Yeah, I thought even the first half, a couple of those runs, they almost came out. And he's getting positive yardage, and he had really good catch. And I think what you guys are seeing now is probably what I've been seeing all the camp. Just real steady, good football player. If something's there, he's going to find it. He's not gonna make mistakes and lose yardage for you or things of that nature, and try to keep the chains going. He's a tough runner. He's got a little burst, getting through the second level. I was happy to see him take that one, obviously to the end zone. But he's solid, and you look at what Chris did on the route. That was an unbelievable catch by our other running back. That was outstanding. To score a touchdown there was a great throw. And those are just some of the things, like I say, some of the good things that we need to try to create more of that and just do a better job.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Gary. All right, let's go to Jamal and then Mark Long.
Hey, Coach. Obviously not the ending that you wanted, but this is a young team that was down early. Did you learn anything about your team's resiliency? You have to be happy with the way they kind of fought back throughout the game.
Yeah, I think I mentioned it before. I really feel close to this football team, and you can see the chemistry on the team. You can see the way they work with each other and bring each other up and keep a mindset about themselves. And it's just like I said before. I knew this in camp. I think we've got to do a better job, us as coaches, to get them off to a good start. Get them in position. So we'll work on that, because the one thing I don't think I know I don't worry about is how hard they play.
And the batted pass at the end. I mean, Minshew's a shorter quarterback. Do you guys work a lot on making sure that he doesn't have those passes batted at the line?
Well, it's a combination of being able to throw through windows, throw through arms. I think what happened. I think Tyler got held and he fell on the play, and then we go into Cole, I believe, and the guy got off the line, what I'm saying, off the block, and sometimes you can press a guy a little bit more, but sometimes you got to get through it. So it's a combination of a lot of things to try to not get those things to happen, and then try to create them to happen on our side.
Thanks, Jamal.
Hey.
All right, let's go to Mark and then John.
Hey, Doug, some of the issues you guys had, especially early, Clay Brooks with a couple of his muffs, and then Colin Johnson with the tip that ended up as an interception, wing guard coverage. Those are just growing pains by young players? Are you just going to have to deal with that maybe early on here, a little bit of that?
I don't know with Chris. I mean, that's the first time that I've really seen that from him. So I still have confidence, and we'll work a ton on it, going into the week. I think with Adam, I think, some of the, he was free man coverage, guys running across, he's at full speed. So, that's going to be tough. And, the first one, the touchdown, I thought that, we gave him too much time back there. I mean, that's difficult to cover. I think with Colin, I think, that, we could have gotten that ball maybe a little bit up for him. I think that he made a great effort in the end zone. So I think that these guys that are playing are going to continue to get better. I don't want to say, growing pains, because I really feel like, these guys can do it. I mean, they, even though there might be plays where, they may lose, and that's part of football. You just don't, everyone on that field, anyone that's ever played, is not going to win every single down that they play. And, they're going to keep coming back and creating better angles and putting them in better position and learning from it. So I think, overall, I think as our team, as we grow, we've got to learn from these things and continue to push to get better and get back on this winning side of things.
All right, let's take two more. Let's take John Shipley and then finish with Mia O'Brien.
Hey, Coach, on that third down play where Clowney nearly got the sack and it was incomplete, was it just a design to have Clowney come free off of the edge?
Who was that? Oh, yeah. Did you see the pressure? I mean, it's not designed.
Yeah.
They design it for us, So, I mean, you talking about the touchdown pass or the last one that was incomplete? Which one?
The third down that was incomplete where Clowney nearly got the sack on a Minshew. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the same thing on the touchdown. You know what I'm saying? When they bring, we only have a certain amount of guys to block. When they bring more, we've got to go ahead and take care of the inside guys. So we just choose the shortest, path to the quarterback is the guy we're going to take, and he's on the outside, so he has the longest way to go. So, Gardner knows, what's going on. He knows the protection. So we know we've got to get rid of it. But that's the whole, the challenges or the chess game, or what you want to say, when they bring more guys than you have blocking.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Yep.
All right, let's finish up with Mia.
Hey, Doug, obviously the injury to Brandon played a factor, but you've been saying now for months that you hoped the offensive line of any group would be the one that took a jump this year. Just curious your thoughts on their performance, both in the running game and in pass defense.
Yeah, I felt good. I think that, like I said, those guys were battling. I think, we talked about, Tennessee having a real good, strong front seven. We're able to get some runs, get some positive yardage. There was 2 or 3, plays late, where guys were getting off blocks or coming through. I think those are things that you need to improve on. But, overall, I think those guys, I think after you lose, it's kind of tough. I don't think a position group's going to walk out of here and say, gosh, I feel, great about ourselves right now. Like I said, there's a lot of good. There's some things to clean up. But I have, those guys were battling their butts off, and I thought I think, at times they did a really nice job, and, where we had time to throw, we had some good running lanes, and it's just like anything else. We'd like to take some of those inconsistent plays back, but just keep working on consistency. But they're a group. They'll keep going. Tyler Shatley. We'll find out about Brandon's injury during the week, and we'll see where he's at. And but you're talking about we have good depth there, and a guy like Shaq goes in there, and we expect him to play at a high level and a winning level. And I believe he did a nice job. He got beat early on, just around they put Clowney on the inside and went after him early, but after that he settled down. I thought he did a nice job.
All right. Thanks, Mia. Thanks, Coach.
Yep. Thanks.